Hi everyone! Today I'm going to be talking with you about how important it is to update your websites regularly. Updating your website is super important because, as I tell to all my clients, a website is not a PDF. It's not a static image, just somebody creates it for you, you put it out there on the internet and it stays like that forever. No, it's a live software and it needs to be taken care of every single month. So basically, I like to give that example to my clients the same way that you need to update the software of your iPhone or your phone, and you need to update all the apps. It's exactly the same way. In terms of WordPress, there are many different authors, so that means many different programmers that are creating the different softwares that you're going to be using on your website. Normally, in a standard website, you're going to have the WordPress, which is your base, basically. Then you're going to have the theme. Also, you're going to have plugins that are going to come with the theme, but also you're going to have other plugins, and each one of them may be by a different programmer and a different author, which means that they do their best to synchronize, read what the new WordPress is providing so that they can update accordingly, so that all the softwares work perfectly together. So don't postpone updating your websites and softwares for several reasons. The first reason is your website is gonna become unsafe. That means that it's gonna become more easily hackable because of the old versions of the softwares that you may have on your website. And sometimes even if you are using a hosting provider that gives you a shared hosting server, and that's a very standard thing because you don't need a whole server for your blog. A server can handle a lot of websites. So that means that sometimes even your hosting provider can push automatic updates of your WordPress or other softwares. Because if you're not updating it regularly, you're gonna slow down the whole situation, you're gonna create more problems for everybody else, not only for your website. So it is very important in that reason, but there are other reasons. The second reason that is very important to update your websites regularly is because when you update your website, this is the way to be able to avoid any problems or bugs on your website. I know that sometimes when you update your website, there could be issues that come up that you didn't have before, but have in mind, if you don't update it for several versions or several months, you're definitely gonna have some bugs and some problems, and most of the time you're gonna need a developer or somebody that is actually taking care of the website and knows what they do to fix them. So as I say to my clients, the third reason is that it can become more expensive for you to fix problems if you don't update your website regularly. So sometimes certain clients decide not to subscribe with us for the monthly support because either they don't see a reason, or they don't expect anything to change, or to have a problem with the website. So the risks that they are taking is that when they come in few months and they have bugs and problems, the first thing that we need to do is update all the softwares and see whether the bugs disappear and whether some new ones come up. And when you have few versions that you skipped and they're stuck on top of each other, we need to read each documentation of the softwares. We actually normally do that before any update. And I know clients don't like to read technical documentation, and I totally understand. But in order for us to catch up and to bring your website to its normal state, we need to go through every update, test the website each time, whether there are problems, in which moment that problem occurs, because we can update 5 softwares and there's no problem, but on the 6th one, the problem occurs. So we need to be able to pinpoint that exact moment when the problem occurs so that we can track it down and then fix it easily. In order to do that, they normally pay us per hour. It really depends on the problems and on how many updates there are. but believe me, most of the softwares have updates every single month. That means, and sometimes several updates per month. So that means that normally it takes us more time to fix the problems, and that means that for the client it becomes more expensive for them, instead of us just updating it regularly every month and our clients pay us monthly fee for that. Because of all these three very important reasons, please update your websites. It's very important. If you need support, we do WordPress websites, and if your website is on WordPress, you can write us in our contact request page form. But if you decide to do it and to try, and if you're brave and you want to do it yourself, you can do that. We actually have a very detailed article explaining that. One of my great teammates wrote that very extensive, detailed article about that, and you can see what are the right ways to do it. So I hope that was helpful, and see you next time. Bye!